think we are able to be born today and to live in no myth, without history. That is a disease. That's absolutely abnormal, because man is not born every day. He is once born in a specific historical setting with the specific historical qualities, and therefore he is only complete when he has a relation to these things. It's just as if you were born without eyes and ears. When you are growing up with no connection with the past. From the standpoint of natural science, you need no connection with the past. You can wipe it out, and that is a mutilation of the human being. Man is not complete if he is not conscious of that aspect of things.
You read books. Philosophy, psychology, or so-called religious books.
All the individual qualities are wiped out. That, of course, is most unbecoming. It is unhygienic. It deprives people of their specific values where they are individuals. It deprives them of the most important experiences of their life, where they experience their own value.
Well, the ego can't reflect upon itself unless it has a mirror against which to read itself, and that mirror would be the mythological schedule that lets it know where it is. It's a mirror with a schedule on it, a patterned mirror, and the ego sees itself in that reflex and knows where it is on the scoreboard.
Civilization is a vast storehouse of wisdom. To not know your history is to be amnesic. People don't know. So since they don't know, they can be fed any shit that is out there, and they don't know. They have no idea. So the way to gain power is to reclaim a command of history.
It is your soul that is learning. It is your soul that is learning. It is your soul that is growing. It is your soul that is growing. The soul of an individual, your soul and my soul, is that part of us that is immortal. Your personality is that part of you that was born into time, that matures in time, or at least grows older in time, and then decays and passes away. There is no aspect of the world that is not the world of spirit. This is not a material world that we are living in. It is a spiritual world. We live in a perfect universe. We live in a perfect universe of life. And what is so magnificent is that we are beginning to see that.
Each plant, each tree grows from a seed and becomes in the end, say, an oak tree. So man becomes what he is meant to be. At least he ought to get there. But most get stuck. They could get much further if they had heard proper things, or if they had spent the necessary time on themselves. But this is not popular, to spend time on oneself, because our point of view is entirely extroverted. When you observe the world, you see people, you see houses, you see the sky, you see tangible objects. But when you observe yourself within, you see moving images, a world of images, generally known as fantasies. Yet these fantasies are facts. It is a fact that a man has such and such a fantasy. And it is such a tangible fact, for instance, that when a man has a certain fantasy, another man may lose his life. Or a bridge is built. These houses were all fantasies. Everything you do here, all of the houses, everything was fantasy to begin with. And fantasy has a proper reality. That is not to be forgotten. Fantasy is not nothing. It is, of course, not a tangible object, but it is a fact nevertheless. It is, a form of energy, despite the fact we can't measure it. It is a manifestation of something, and that is a reality. It is the character that is doing it. There is a definite inherited complexity. You see, we are born into a pattern. We are a pattern. We are a structure that is pre-established through the genes. It is a biological order of our mental functioning. As for instance, our biological or physiological function follows a pattern. Or the behavior of any bird or insect follows a pattern, and that is the same with us. Man has a certain pattern that makes him specifically human, and no man is born without it. We are only deeply unconscious of these facts because we live all by our senses and outside of ourselves. If a man could look into it himself, he would discover it. And when a man discovers it, in our days, he thinks he's crazy. And he may be crazy.
Our minds are very rarely very quiet. Silent. And having a free mind, a mind that's not cluttered, a mind that's not stretching out, not seeking anything, but absolutely quiet, silent.
We are spiritual beings. We have always been spiritual beings, and we will always be spiritual beings. The difference is that now we are becoming aware of ourselves as spiritual beings.
Production.